Good morning, I'm your host Claire and this is China 19 News. In today's news up first, we have a university student who has taken the ice cream industry by storm, launching a new flavor of rum and raisin ice cream. Here's Jackie with the full story.
Thanks, Claire. And yes, we have a current uni student by the name of Joshua who he believes has perfected the recipe to take the ice cream market by storm. More specifically, the older generation. Joshua now joins us from his house in Melbourne. Josh, you must have a lot on your plate, so thank you very much for taking the time out of your day to join us today. We really appreciate you doing this, especially in a time like this.
It's my pleasure. More than happy to be here, Jackie.
Let's get into your ice cream, shall we? Why do you believe your product is so unique from everyone else's in the market?
Well, Jackie, it's because of the unique perspective my team and I have looked from to create this ice cream. As we all know, there are classic flavours such as chocolate, strawberry, vanilla and so on in the stores all around Australia. But have you ever seen an ice cream which specifically targets 65 and above demographic? After all, 16.1% of the Australian population is going to be 65 and older by the end of 2020. This means 4 million out of the 25 million Australian population will be 65 and older, and on top of that, this demographic is generally the wealthier ones too, which is unsurprising considering they have had a lifetime to achieve this wealth.
Well, you're not wrong there, Josh. You should come where I live. All the nice looking expensive houses are all owned by those in that age bracket, with their luxury cars relaxing in their second story balconies. But back to the actual ice cream now, Josh. Rum raisin, tell me more about that.
Yeah, Jackie, it's an interesting flavour combination when you picture it in your head, but I can guarantee you won't get enough of it.
How did you come about with that flavour combo? It's not every day you put rum and raisin together.
I can tell you right now, Jackie, it wasn't easy. There are a lot of long days and long nights, especially when balancing out university and a side business like this. But it started off with me coming up with the idea of inventing a flavour for people of all ages to enjoy together. I was sick of my grandparents not being able to enjoy the same ice cream as me due to simple reasons, like it was too sweet, too complex, or it was simply just a flavour they didn't fancy. So I began doing some research of my own about the types of flavours which older people tend to be attracted towards. I asked a few of my friends on Facebook to ask their grandparents which flavours of ice cream they would like for a survey. The results of the survey, as you can see on the screen, came up as vanilla and rum and raisin being the most popular. The reason vanilla wasn't one I went with was because I thought it was just too boring and too generic for the older generation. Rum and raisin, however, really brought that nostalgic feel from the 40s and 50s. So then I began to blend different amounts of rum and raisin together, until I finally came up with a perfect blend of both flavours. And when I tell you it was good, Jackie, oh boy, it was out of this world. I gave my parents and grandparents a few scoops of it, and within seconds, they couldn't get enough of it. They kept coming back for more.
By the sounds of it, I need to get a hold of some. Just quickly on that, I've seen that you have branded your ice cream under the Coles label, and you're selling exclusively at Coles stores. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct, Jackie. We were initially going to market through online social media platforms such as Facebook and Twitter, but as you can see by the statistics on the screen, that option was quickly scratched off and we decided to go with the stimulus generalisation path and market through Coles. I mean, it's a no-brainer to me. You don't see the older generation typically shopping online, right? They are more geared towards the old-fashioned methods of going into the local Coles store and picking up items. I was just disappointed that I didn't come up with this method earlier. If we went with the social media path, we would have lost a lot of money, especially on all the advertisements.
You're not wrong there, buddy. Well, Josh, you have an exceptional product in your hands. Hope it all works out for you. And can I expect the top of that ice cream to be sent to our studios?
Cheers, Jackie. I really appreciate you bringing me on here today, and I'll definitely be sending you one.
Good on you, Josh. We'll catch up with you soon.
Yep, will do. See you guys.
Well, there you have it, Claire. A special type of ice cream for those special grandparent visits. Absolute genius.
Yes, definitely looking forward to tasting it. Now, on to upcoming news, a new solution on the current online studying scenario presented by Daniel Andrews. And why is it too good to be true? Don't go anywhere, back after this very short break.